Well, lawmakers at the state capitol have been in two special sessions this week. One is focusing on how to spend about $1 billion in COVID relief funding.
The other focusing on cutting taxes to help Oklahoma families with record inflation. News 9's Storme Jones live in the studio with the governor, Governor Kevin Stitt, talking about all the issues at the special session. Storme, go ahead.
Yeah, Robin and Lacey, we're grateful to be joined by the governor this morning. Thanks for spending some time with us. Gas prices are top of mind for many Oklahomans right now. We know prices are averaging $4.67. First, I want to get your reaction to something the president said this week. So take a listen.
I'm doing everything in my power to blunt Putin's gas price hike. Just since he invaded Ukraine, it's gone up $1.74 a gallon because of nothing else but that. So I have a plan to bring down the cost of gas and food. It's going to take time.
The president there saying he has a plan, but what needs to be done in Oklahoma to get this under control?
Well, it's really the president's policies that have caused this. Every president of the United States has had an energy independence policy since 1973, whether they're Republican or Democrat, until this administration. So Storme, day one in office, he killed the Keystone Pipeline. He makes federal drilling impossible. He makes permitting possible, almost impossible. He's attacking that industry. And when they choke off supply and demand is the same, prices are going to go up at the pump. So it's causing inflation that are hurting everyday Oklahomans. And it's really because of these policies. They need to unlock American ingenuity and innovation in companies like we have in Oklahoma to meet the needs of Americans. It's common sense to us here.
Well, this week, the Oklahoma House passed a series of bills aimed at combating inflation, from eliminating the state sales tax on groceries to reducing personal income tax. You applauded those measures, but the Republican leader of the state Senate called it political theater and said they won't be heard in the Senate. What's your reaction to that?
Well, here's the deal. Oklahomans are hurting right now. If you look at inflation, if you look at the cost of the pump, I've had single parents, I've had working families tell me that groceries are costing so much more. So I've asked the legislature for inflation relief. We've called them in for a special session. I applauded the House because they actually passed it. And so now I'm looking forward to working with my friends in the Senate to get something across the finish line. Storme, we're one of only 13 states that taxes groceries. Texas doesn't tax their groceries. Yeah. And that really will help everyday families that are going to the grocery store, that things are up 50, 60% right now. So I'm asking the Senate to pass those. The House passed it, Senate over there, and we need to get it done.
The Senate says there's a procedural thing that's not going to happen. I mean, are they right on that?
Well, you know, there's always some procedural things, but Oklahomans don't know really what's going on. They just know that they want relief right now. And so I can call the House back for a special session again to pass more if that's what needs to happen. The Senate needs to pass.
And you're willing to do that, call them back?
Sure. I want to sit down with, I've had a great conversation with the Speaker and the Pro Tem, and we just need to come together and get this solved. So if there's a procedural issue happening, I don't know if it is or not. One side says it is, the other side says it's not, but I can call them back in for another session if that's what needs to happen. But the House has passed something. They've sent it to the Senate. Senate needs to take it up. Senate needs to pass this real relief for Oklahomans.
We're going to have to leave it there, but we have plenty more to talk about with the governor coming up here in just a little bit. For now, back to you, Lacey.